Be confident, be bold, be authentic, but don't forget to take action. This is Ordinary to Badass, where our stories empower women to step into the spotlight of their own lives and pursue what they're truly passionate about. It's time to step into the arena and become more than just extraordinary. It's time to become a badass with your host, Marie Sonneman.
Welcome to Ordinary to Badass, episode number 254. In this episode, you are going to hear 3 reasons why Vicky Van De Luecht is so badass. But that's not it. We have a new segment on this section, and I'm so excited for you to hear it. And yeah, it's going to be good because I want to hear from you. I want to hear your feedback on certain things about life and what's going on. And so there's going to be a new segment called Real Real or Real Fake. So I want to hear your feedback. It's so good. I'm excited for it. Mostly because I want to hear from you. I want to know your opinion and what you're thinking. So your feedback would mean the world to me. So yeah, listen to this episode. Let me know what you think. And of course, the 3 reasons why Vicky Van De Luecht is so badass. And Vicky owns a gym, and really she does a lot of talk about mindset stuff, which you probably heard in the last episode, but it's really good. So yeah, this episode is going to be fire because you're going to hear the 3 reasons why Vicky is so badass. And then you're also going to hear the new segment, Real Real or Real Fake. And yeah, I want to know, should we keep this? Is this something you like? You don't? Your feedback means the world to me. With that, let's get to the episode already. Welcome to Ordinary to Badass. Whether you're ordinary or badass, I am so glad you're here. Today, you're going to hear 3 reasons why Vicky Van De Luecht is so badass. Did you watch last week's episode? Monday's episode, not last week. Been a long week, right? So if you watch the episode, Vicky helps women become more whole and to feel like enough so they can live fulfilling lives. And she owns a gym, so she's all about the exercise and the eating healthy, but her number one thing, mindset. So I think it's so huge. I really loved having Vicky on. So hop back, listen to that episode. There's a lot of good nuggets in there. Okay, so before we get into the episode, talk about all the reasons why Vicky is so badass, we're going to divert a little bit. We're going to have a little segue, a new segment of the show, haven't done before, and it's called Real Real or Real Fake. And I want to know what you think. I want to know if you think these people, these situations, different things, if they're real or if they're real fake. I think it's so interesting how we can see the same thing, but have completely different opinions. So today, I want to talk about none other than the Real Housewives. And let's just talk about all of them, right? Let's not pick one or the other. We're going to say oh, yes, Vicky Gunvalson or Tamra or Teresa from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. I don't know. Pick them all, right? Do you think that they're real or do you think that they're real fake? Now, I will tell you, I'm obsessed. Well, obsessed-ish. I don't watch a ton of TV. I don't know what this was. But I don't watch a ton of TV, but I do like the Real Housewives. And so particularly Orange County. So I'll make sure that I watch Orange County. Usually I try. And Beverly Hills is cool too, but I don't hate on any of them per se. I like them, and I think they're trash. Not the person, but just the show, the drama. Would I want that drama in my everyday life? Nope, wouldn't put up with it. But when you're watching TV, a little entertainment, It's good, right? So, what do you think? Do you think that Real Housewives is real or real fake? Like the stuff going on in the show, is it legit? Is it real? Or is it all acting? Is it 100% acting, done off a script, and real fake? So I want to hear from you. Let me know. There will be a poll. You can answer it on Spotify. And then also, you can also head on over to IG. Let me know. At Ordinary to Badass is my handle. I want to know from you. Or if you watch this on the YouTube, I don't know why I said the YouTube, but if you watch this on YouTube, you can put in the comments real or real fake. So yeah, that's something I want your opinion on. Let's see what you think. We'll try this out for a few episodes, see what you think of real fake. And yeah, I love hearing feedback from you. So definitely let me know. I don't know. I don't know what I think. I don't know if I think it's real or real fake, or maybe it's just like my guilty pleasure. So I want it to be real, just not in my everyday life, right? I don't want that drama in my daily life. Ain't nobody got time for that. All right, let's scoot on. 3 reasons why Vicky Van De Luecht is so badass. First, I messed up. Okay. Yeah, let's rewind before I even get to why Vicky's so badass. Here's the thing. There is going to be a summit, Master Your Money. Actually, it's a Master Your Money workshop, and there's going to be so many different speakers. I am stinking excited about it because if you want to master your money, whether you're in debt or you're out of debt and looking to increase your wealth, maybe you have kids and you want to know what to do for them when it comes to their college. We got all this covered. I would love for you to join the Master Your Money Summit. Just send me a DM on Instagram. I'll have the website and stuff up pretty soon so that you can go, you can sign up. There's going to be at least 9 speakers. It is going to be epic. We're going to cover all sorts of topics. Here's the thing. If you've been listening to this podcast for a while, you probably know that I paid off $106,000 in debt. Yeah, $106,000. Knocking futs, right? And I don't want you to have to go through that. I don't want you to have to go through the struggles that I went through to try to learn how to budget and figure out what to do because it all felt so hard and so complicated. So then once I paid off the debt, then I had to figure out the next step and the next step. And if I can make your path a little bit easier and help you have the experts right there that you can ask questions to, then that would be amazing. So join me for the Master Your Money Mindset. It is gonna be epic. November 18th through the 20th. And currently it's gonna be like 3 speakers a day, but I'm strongly considering looking for 4 or 5 speakers a day because it is going to be so good. And like I said, I want you to have the knowledge. I want you to have the juice. And yeah, there's more things to come on that, but I know that you're going to love it and it's going to provide so much value. There's some amazing speakers. I'll tell you about more as we go. Just wanted to let you know that that's happening behind the scenes and I am super excited. Okay. Now officially, 3 reasons why Vicky Van De Luecht is so badass. 1 is she's intentional about what she feels. So in the episode, Vicky talked about how she would journal. And every morning, every night, she always journals. And she said she does affirmations. She has 5 affirmations that she likes to review. I was just looking at my hand in case you wanted to know, but she has 5 affirmations that she likes to review. And then she will sit there with that affirmation, that belief, that thought that she wants to consume and wants it to be hers, right? So she will sit there with those affirmations and read them and shut her eyes, or I picture her shutting her eyes, and she will imagine herself feeling that way and really give some emotion to that belief so that she can feel it. Like she said, okay, manifestation doesn't just happen, right? Like you just reading words doesn't just manifest something into being true. But when you feel the emotion along with it, that's when manifestations start to happen. So she reads her 5 beliefs or 5 mantras, affirmations, things she wants to believe about herself. And then she embodies it, embodies that feeling, embodies that emotion. Maybe you just take one at a time, right? And you really just try to embrace that and picture yourself feeling that. And she said sometimes she even wrote it out 25 times, like each affirmation she wrote down 25 times. You know, there's just something to putting pen to paper, something that's completely different than typing, and it just kind of cements things for you. So, what do you want to believe? Do you have any affirmations? Have you read any affirmations that you like or found any? Heck, it's a simple Google search. So get on the line and type in affirmations, or maybe affirmations for abundance, affirmations for wealth, gratitude affirmations, whatever you're interested in, or maybe health affirmations or self-love affirmations, right? There's all sorts of them out there. Find some that really connect with you. Take a page from Vicky's book, just find 5. And maybe for a month, you focus on those 5 affirmations and you journal about them, or you write them over and over and over. Write each one 25 times so that it really sinks in. And then just feel that emotion. Believe that it's going to happen, and feel that emotion. How does it feel? So I want to hear from you. What affirmation are you going to do? Are you going to pick 5? You going to pick more, less? I'll start with 5. I'm going to take it straight from Vicky. She's the expert at it. So yeah, I'm going to pick 5 affirmations. If I'm going to be honest, I've never had great luck with affirmations, but maybe I didn't put the emotion behind it, right? So hey, she's the badass. I'm going to take advice from her. That's her realm. That's her expertise, right? All right. Second reason why Vicky Van De Luecht is so badass is because of her symbolic apple. If that doesn't make sense right now, that's cool. I'll explain it. So Vicky talked about the symbolic apple. Well, she actually had real apples, but we'll get to the symbolic part in a minute. If you listened to the last episode, you heard how Vicky had 2 different apples, and she put them in glass containers at her gym. And one of them she ignored or didn't say anything. If she said anything, I think it would be like negative. The other one, she would go and say positive things to. And just like really positive energy, and nourished it that way. I believe it was a 30-day experiment. And after the 30 days, the one apple was rotten and nasty and disgusting. She's like, ugh, like I would not touch that. That was disgusting. And then the other apple that she was like loving to, and like gave all positive comments and positive energy towards, she said it was a little bit brown, but it was fine. It was nothing like that nasty, ugly, rotten apple, right? But what was the difference? The energy. What she was saying to it, the energy she was giving towards it. So even an apple can feed off your energy. And I think she had heard about this experiment and she didn't believe it, which it's easy. I think a lot of us are like, is that really true? So then she did it for herself and then let her clients see. Then she went so far as to be like, you know what? Here's the thing. When we are talking down to ourselves, when you're talking down to yourself, it's like that rotten apple. That's what you're doing to your insides. You're creating a rotten apple. But when you're talking positive, saying good things to yourself, then you're going to stay in good shape. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel healthier. You're not going to feel all gross and icky and rotty. I don't know that rotty's a word, but we're going to go with it. You're not going to feel all rotty inside. So when you're thinking the negative thoughts, you have the loop. We all have a loop, right? It's just a matter of controlling it. But of the thoughts that we think, the negative things that we're thinking. Well, when that's happening, think of that apple. Think of the rotting apple. Do you want to do that to your temple? I think it's a good symbolism, right? Because it's like we say these mean things to ourselves without a second thought, without questioning it, without asking, oh, is this true? Should I be saying this? What is this doing to me? What is this doing to my body? What kind of disease is this creating? Or dis-ease, right? But what is it creating inside your body, inside your head? It's probably not healthy. So when you go to talk down to yourself, to say something mean to yourself or something negative, picture that apple and be like, okay, I don't want that. I don't want that for me. I don't want that for my body. So maybe just think of a different, more empowering belief that you can have. What's something nice you could say to yourself? If you don't even know, what's something nice you would say to your best friend that's in the same situation? You can do that. All right. Number 3, third reason why Vicky is so badass is because she changed her focus. Vicky said that for so long, she thought that joy and happiness came from out there, came from you or anybody around her. And so she was on a mission. She kept looking to different people to help make her happy, to help her feel good, to help her feel joy. I feel like this is almost conditioned in us to not believe that we have everything inside of us, to have everything that we need. But actually we do. And that's what Vicky came to realize. Like, wait, I have happiness. I have control over this, right? The happiness and joy can come from inside. Those are internal things. I don't have to look all around me and hope that I'm going to feel happy or somebody's going to make me happy. She made herself happy. She did the work within so that she could feel good, that she could feel joy. If we're looking for happiness outside of ourselves, it is fleeting. You're putting your future in everybody else, which is terrifying because we can't expect everybody else to always make us happy, right? That's not their job. So if you want to be happy, if you want to find joy, what are ways internally that you can be happy and find joy? Maybe it's a matter of making a list and being like, okay, what makes me happy? What excites me? What do I want to do more of? What thrills me, right? And it doesn't seem like it's as normal for people to live like every day, like, oh, being happy, being excited. Okay. Not saying like you can't have a bad day, because that's just not realistic. There's going to be the shitty days, right? But you can also have more joy than you think that you can. It doesn't have to be all grim and bleak and like a happy day here and there, right? You can bring more joy and happiness into your life by focusing on the internal, focusing on what's inside of you, focusing on what brings you joy, what makes you happy. What things do you like doing? What could you do today that would bring you a smile or bring a smile to your face? What? Just one thing. Maybe it's calling somebody you haven't talked to for a long time, right? Like a good friend or something. And you just haven't talked to them for a while, and that would make you happy. Maybe it's turning on some music and having a dance party and doing that. Just kind of laughing at yourself and just being silly, right? It doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm going to be the perfect dancer. I don't know why I did kind of a robot type movement, but we'll go with it. We'll go with it. But just do things that make you happy. Do things that bring you joy. Look inside of yourself for that joy, for that happiness instead of expecting somebody else to bring it around for you. All right. Quick recap here. 3 reasons why Vicky Van De Luecht is so badass. 1 is for being intentional about how she feels. Sorry about the siren or the ambulance going by. 1, for being intentional about how she feels. 2, about the symbolic apple. And 3, for how she changed her focus. She focused on joy inside her as opposed to looking to the outside. So I want to hear from you. Definitely reach out, or if you're on YouTube, throw it in the comments. Tell me about the real or real fake. I want to know. I want to know what you think. This is important stuff. And your feedback, as always, means the world to me. So with that, we'll end our show. To all the badass women out there staying in the arena, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, own it and get after it.
Now that you've listened to this episode of Ordinary to Badass, we want to hear from you. Go to our website, ordinarytobadass.com/podcast, and submit your own experience on how you took your life from ordinary to badass and get the chance to be on a future Spotlight episode of the show. That's ordinarytobadass.com/podcast. While you're waiting for the next episode of the show, wipe off the sweat, dust off the dirt, and get back in the arena.